y'all, what's going on? It's Athena Amoeba, and today we have a highly requested, and when I say highly, I mean I requested it and one other person requested it, video, how I do my makeup now. Now, I'm not good at makeup. Let's just put it out there. I'm not a makeup guru. I'm not a beauty person, but I do have my daily routine that I do. So I'm gonna be sharing that. The way that I do my makeup has changed over the years. I do watch beauty vloggers on YouTube, Jeffree Star, Patrick Star, pretty much that's it, but you know. I used to watch a lot more when I was learning how to do makeup, and honestly, I'm still learning, and I'm still a beginner and novice. That being said, I'm going to show you what I usually do on a regular basis. Now first, let me say I don't wear makeup every single day. Yesterday I went to work without makeup. I go to work without makeup pretty regularly, especially when I start early in the morning. I just put on moisturizer and go on out for the day. My skin, ever since I stopped eating cheese and peanuts, like, it's obviously not completely clear, but it's so much clearer than it was. And yeah, I am unfortunately having a breakout right now as I say that. I think it might be things that are super high in oils and fats that make me break out, because I've been eating a lot of coconut oil the last couple days, and here's a breakout. So maybe it's just things that are really high in grease and fat. Anyway, that being said, my skin has been clearing up, so it makes it much easier to go around without makeup. I do like wearing makeup because I do feel like it makes me feel better and look better as a whole. So when I do it, this is my usual go-to look. Okay, first, of course, we want to make sure we have a clean foundation to start with. If you're not washing your face in the sink with a rag, or if you didn't just get out of the shower, I highly recommend just wiping down your face first. We've got that good, clean feeling. Next, it's time for some moisturizer. I'm not loyal when it comes to moisturizers. There's not one go-to that I'm like obsessed with. It's just kind of whatever's around at the time. There's a store right up the street called Grocery Outlet, and it's an outlet store, and they actually have beauty products, and they have some for cheap. So like this one I think I got for less than $10. They have some pretty good ones for way cheaper than you would find them at a drugstore or another store. So I'm not loyal, it's just whatever I can get my hands on for a good price. So lately for my moisturizer, I've been using Neutrogena Rapid Wrinkle Repair Regenerating Cream because I found it at the outlet store, and as you can see, this is almost done. So I'll be moving on from this pretty quickly here, and we'll see what I use next. But yeah, I'm not loyal. There's not something that I've been absolutely wowed with. I just use whatever comes my way. Okay, so that is step one, and then I just kind of let that dry off for a little while. I'll do other things, brush my teeth, whatever I have to do, before I move on to the next step. Okay, so step number two obviously is to put on primer. Now this is one of the things that's different between now and what I used to do. I never really used to put on primer. It wasn't part of my regular routine. When I started to learn how to do makeup, in this video is where I learned what primer was and what the purpose is. So if you don't know, for those of you who don't, pretty much primer is like Spanx for your face. It smooths everything out, gives it a nice surface. It's just kind of preparing your skin for your makeup. And that's why there's different types of primer. There's some primer that will moisturize. I have this Hydra Touch primer by, you know what, I don't even know how to say this. I don't know if it's NYX or NYX. So don't roast me because I have no idea. But I'm gonna say NYX because I have no freaking idea. So I actually, for primer, I do have two go-tos. I have two NYX or NYX primers. One is a hydration primer. This one really just does what it says. It gets your skin nice and hydrated, and what this helps with is if you kind of like that shiny, glossy afterglow look, kind of like what I have going on right now, then this is the primer for you. I mean, you will be glowing to the gods just with this primer and having that dewy, nice, finished look. The other primer that I use is Pore Filler. Now I use this one when I feel like I need a little more coverage and just need to smooth out my skin more and make sure that the surface is as smooth as possible. I use this one. So Today, I guess I'm feeling I need more pore filler since I am breaking out. That will hopefully just help to smooth over that area. Okay, so that's that. Next is the foundation, of course. Now, foundation's the same. I'm not loyal when it comes to foundation. I'm always trying different ones. I'll go through moments where I'm like obsessed with one. For a long time, I was obsessed with Revlon Photo Finish. I've been using Maybelline Fit Me in their dewy, because you know I like that dewy look, in their dewy smooth finish. My color is light beige, and honestly I like it. I've rebought it because I like it so much. I'm still down to try other things to see if they work better, but this one works good for me. And I'm surprised because I hated this brand because I thought their commercials were so fucking stupid. I don't know if y'all remember these commercials from like 10 years ago or maybe longer. They're like, fit me. And it was just like, you felt like that word could have been replaced with another F word, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I just thought it was stupid. But I finally got over my hatred for that commercial and decided to try this. And I like it. I like it a lot. So anyway, enough blabbing. This is how I put on my foundation. Yes, I use a sponge. In my life, I've used brushes, I've used my hands, sponge, and I do think that the sponge really does give the best, smoothest coverage, because it really does just blend in with your skin. They don't call it a beauty blender for nothing. Wow, maybe this foundation is too light for me. I feel like I look like a ghost right now. I don't usually think that when I'm looking in the mirror, but looking on camera, I'm like, dang, this shade is like a bit light for me, honestly. It's hard for me to find a shade that like matches me because I'm like very in between. I don't know my tone. I need help. And then in spots where I need a little more, I will just take a little more and dab it on. That's any spot that might like be red or like be coming through or like my breakout right there. So I thought this was a good match for me, but now that I'm seeing it on camera, it looks really weird. Alright, so that's that. But we are not done yet. We are not done yet. Okay, so that is the foundation. And another thing that I do differently now that I never used to do, that I just started doing a few months ago because of Jeffree Star, I was like, you know what, I just need to learn how to do like a full face look. And I followed one of Jeffree Star's tutorials. I'll find it and I will put it in the description below. And this was an important step. Translucent loose powder. And what I didn't know about it until recently was not only does it set your makeup in place and make it last longer, but it actually minimizes the appearance of pores. I'm gonna see if you'll be able to see the difference here, okay? This is embarrassing, this is up close. And yes, I have a chickenpox scar, but I don't know if you could see my pores. They're pretty obvious. Then we're gonna see what it looks like after I put on the powder. For my powders, I have like 1,000 brushes and I don't use like even half of it. Oh, this one's nice. I wish I could tell you what this was because it actually feels really soft and good. But it doesn't have like a label or anything. I just got it at like CVS. But I got it because it was poofy, so I could use it for, you know, all the things that you need a poofy brush for, and it's also angled, so I use it. It's like my multi-purpose loose powder contour when I do contour brush. So I just take my brush and I put it into the powder like so and knock it off. It's translucent, so it doesn't have a shade. Even though it looks white, it does not have a shade. And then I just put it everywhere. And I don't brush it on, but I like dab it on like so. Yeah, pretty much the same way that you use a beauty blender, just smashing it into your skin. I don't know if that's like blasphemous, but it's what I do, and it's what I saw other people do on YouTube, so that's why I do it this way. And I heard that the loose powder is not good for you because you breathe it in, and honestly I feel that. Like every time I use this stuff I feel like, oh my god, I need to hold my breath. I'm breathing it in. But it is what it is. And I especially put it around my nose because that's mostly where my pores are. And it's crazy, like I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell right now, but I can see like my pores are minimized once I use this powder. So hopefully I don't make a fool out of myself right now and prove myself wrong, but let me show you. Yeah, I don't know if you can tell because it's not like they're totally gone, but they're less obvious in my opinion, especially when I look in the mirror. I don't know about on camera. I'm just making a liar of myself right now, but yeah, I think it works. So give it a try if you're interested in minimizing your pores. Loose translucent powder, and the one that I use, I actually really like this brand a lot, and it's a drugstore brand and they're pretty relatively affordable. NYX or NYX, for liking their brand. I should know how to pronounce the name, but I don't know. But yeah, I just use the Studio Photogenic finishing powder, and that's what I put on my face. If I'm doing contour and stuff, I will put that on last. So I messed up by putting that on already, but this is gonna be my everyday look. I used to be all about lipstick. There was a specific kind of mocha color that I was really into. It was more of like a nude, but I haven't been wearing lipstick lately, really. I just put on like moisturizer, and that's all for that. And then finally, there's just three more things that I do on an everyday basis. Okay, so the next step, I put on my eyeshadow. Now my go-to eyeshadow is always a gold. Doesn't really matter what brand. I just tend to like this color a lot if I could find it in any brand. And this one is from Sephora. I've actually had it forever. And not only is it gold, but it's glittery, and it's got so much glitter, and I love it. So, honestly, I'm horrible. I just use my finger to put it on. I used to use an eyeshadow brush. So this is one of the areas that I probably digressed in putting on makeup, is I used to actually use a brush. I used to do like the lighter color up here and then blend more. I, on an average day, definitely don't do that. Every now and again I might try, but I'm really bad at eyes, and I figure if I like the way this looks and it's less work, then why? Just why? So this is my go-to color, just a glittery, shimmery gold, and my go-to has actually really like this one a lot. Even though I say it doesn't matter what brand, I really love this one, and this is Sephora Lucky Penny. I love this. I love this color. It's so subtle, but yet it's got the glitter, so it's still really nice, and like you could see it. Like you could see it, right? Yeah. It adds a little something, you know? So there's that. Oh yeah, and I just went downstairs and looked in the mirror. Yes, pores are eliminated, bitch. Like, not totally eliminated, but they are much less visible. So highly recommend the loose powder thing and Pore Filler. I swear, I feel like I'm doing like a NYX promotional video because almost everything I have is by them. But that's because when I did do that Jeffree Star tutorial, I took notes like, hey, like, what am I missing? I went to the drugstore, and I think this is like one of the cheapest brands, and they just had everything, so I just got everything from them. It's actually super translucent, but it does have a hint of color, and I love it. Like, look at this glitter. Look at it. This is my favorite color. This actually, yeah, I'm pretty loyal to this. The only reason I say I'm not is because I will use other golds if they're lying around, but I love this one, Lucky Penny. When I run out, which will probably take a million years, I will get it again. Okay, now what I consider to be the most important step for me in my life, eyeliner. Eyeliner, eyeliner, eyeliner. If I don't have eyeliner on, I feel like I don't have makeup on, even if I have all this other stuff. If I don't have anything else on and I have eyeliner on, I still feel like I have makeup on. So in my life, this is the most important thing to me, and yet I still don't know how to do it well, but I do it I do it in a way that, you know, I can't say works for me, but I just do it in a way that I know how, and it just makes me feel less naked and more put together, even if it looks horrible. So that's my reality. So yes, I usually like to do a cat eye, again, that I do horribly, but this is how I do it. The other thing is, as much as I love eyeliner, I haven't found a brand that I love. Almost every single brand that I use, I hate. But I'm looking for a good one, you know? I'm looking for one that looks good, that lasts long, and that is somewhat easy to apply. Okay, so she's looking extra thick because I messed up, and then when you mess up you have to like keep going back so that there's not like straight lines. This is eye number 1. Actually, it doesn't look too bad. I mean, I know it's not technically good, but it could be worse, maybe. What do you think? One eye down, one eye to go. Oh my god, and they're not even sisters. They're definitely not twins, and they're not sisters. They're like cousins. And okay, like look at this. Okay, hold up. Which side looks better? Like, I don't even know. There's this side, and then there's this side. And they're obviously very different, so I need to do something to one of them. But like, which one are either of them actually technically good? I don't know. So, let me look at this. I like this side better. I don't like this side. So, I like almost never do this in real life. I have to redo it. They're never usually this off. I think it's probably because I'm filming and not using like a big mirror that I would usually use. The like really nice part about my makeup routine is like I don't do like, you know, people go like really elaborate with the under eyes with like concealer and baking and all that stuff. I don't do any of that, so if I fuck up, it's real easy to do what I did all over again. Simply take some foundation and put it back over your eye. Okay, we're gonna try this again. Yeah, so that's pretty bad. Like, one is straight and one is curved. Oh, here's what I usually do, guys. You want the truth? Sloppy AF. I just usually put my hair off to one side, so it's kind of covering the wing on one side so you can't really see, and I wear glasses because I literally can't see without them. So that pretty much covers up the fact that they really don't match. Between my hair and my glasses, I got my sloppiness covered. So yeah, this is pretty much my everyday makeup look. I don't do anything else besides that. Usually my eyebrows are a hot mess, but I just got them waxed last weekend, so they're still looking good. This is me doing nothing to them, and you could tell that they're like natural looking, but I kind of like that. I don't know. So there you go. There you have it. That's my everyday makeup look for my skill set and like what I can do, okay? I still want to get better. I still want to know what I'm doing so that my brows don't look absolutely monstrous, and so that my eyeliner is better, but you know, this is where I'm at. This is like pretty much what I do every day that I wear makeup. I'm sending you all love. Actually, this is my final look because again, I can't see. So I'm sending you all love. Thanks for watching. If you have suggestions, let me know in the comments below. I will gladly try them out in the future. But this is how my makeup has changed over the years. I probably still do it worse than a 12-year-old, but hey, we're growing. A bitch is growing. It's happening. Sending all of you love, and see you in the next video.